My statisticians keeping me up to date. That's Richie McCann and Robbie Dow, keeping the unofficial stats for MVP Sports. 61-50, interception by Crank. And Harts has got themselves a hole. I don't know if they can get out of it or not. Trailing by 11 points, we're down to 1:20. Burch is going to run off all the time they can. Backdoor cut, no good. Tap up, no good. Fighting for the rebound, a whistle and a foul. The foul will be against Burt Triplett again. With 1:13 left in the contest, Burt checks out with 4 personal fouls. Checking in is Nick Thompson. Also in there for Harts at this time is Thomas Thompson, John Keyser, Jim Brumfield, and Guy Compton. At the line, Kevin Hatfield. Burt Triplett, one of the big bright flashes on the board in the second half, has 8 offensive rebounds for the game for Harts. Crank at the line, shooting the 1-and-1. Trinity Crank. An unusual first name. And an unusual second name, for that matter. Trinity Crank, a 6'6" sophomore. He's 5 out of 9 at the foul line. He has 9 points in the contest, and Burch has a 12-point lead. And we have a timeout with 1:13 on the clock. Burch 62, Harts 60. Tonight's game will be televised by LVP Sports Sunday afternoon, cable channel 2 at approximately 1:30. Been a long time since Harts has scored. All of the points in the fourth quarter have been scored by one person, Jim Brumfield. He has 8 points in the fourth quarter, 15 for the ball game, and that's the only bright spot on offense for Harts. Harts has been outscored 17-8 in the fourth quarter. Crank misses, rebound by, finally controlled by John Keyser. Brumfield for 3, in there. Jim Brumfield, 3 points. Gives him 18 in the contest. 11 of them here in the fourth quarter, 62-53. We're down under a minute. Harry wanted a 10-second call that time, didn't get it, but what he does get is a personal foul called. Not a bad call, that stops the clock. The foul against Thomas Thompson, his 4th. The bad part about it is, going to the line is Kevin Hatfield, an excellent shooter. Kevin Hatfield has missed, however, on another 1-and-1 attempt. He's 1 for 2 at the foul line. He hit that one, however. Hatfield has been deadly from 3-point range. He's got 17 points in the contest. 63-53. Make it 64-53. 51 seconds. Harts needs to push it down and score quick. They need to score, and they need to score it quick. Brumfield has the hot hand. His 3-point effort is no good, but he was fouled. So Brumfield will get to shoot 3 foul shots with 44 seconds left in the contest. He can bring Harts to within 8. Still a long way away, but he can certainly make the score respectable. As Jim Brumfield has the hot hand for the Harts Lions here in the fourth quarter. Jim didn't start tonight's contest, came off the bench and has played extremely well. Rolls it over the front of the rim. Hit for a good one, 64-54. Jim Brumfield has 19 points, looking for number 20. Brumfield, his second attempt, also good. He's 9 out of 10 at the foul line tonight. Excellent shooting for Jim Brumfield. 64-55. Rolls that one in. 64-56. Jim Brumfield. Harts trails by 8. Brumfield has scored every point here in the fourth quarter for Harts. Brumfield has 14 points in the fourth quarter. That's all of Harts' points in the quarter. He has 21 for the contest. Harts applying pressure. Still 10 seconds. Harry wanted it, couldn't get it. Burch down low to Crank, and looks to me like John Keyser may have got hurt on that exchange. He went up over the back and came down. I'm not sure what part of his body he came down on, but he is taking his time getting up with 28 seconds left in the ball game. John Keyser picks up his third personal foul as he went over the back of the shooter. Check that second personal foul. John's going to come out. And I'm still not sure. It looks like he may have hurt an arm, maybe his side or back. Also, as he hit the wall as well as coming down hard. Ashley Dalton's going to substitute for Keyser. Harts will lose on the high, but will perhaps gain at the three-point land as Ashley Dalton hit a big three-pointer at the end of the third quarter, getting Harts back into the contest. Harts trails, however, by 8 points with only 28 seconds to go, and Trinity Crank at the foul line shooting the 1-and-1. Or maybe shooting 2. He might have been in the act of shooting. I believe he was. He hits the first one, so it doesn't matter. He'll get the second one anyhow. Burch 65, Harts 56. Harts trails by 9. Crank can put it back up to 10 if he makes this one. He hits it. Trinity Crank, 12 points in the contest. 5 out of 6 at the foul line here in the fourth quarter. Harts needs to score quick. They're using up a lot of time. Nick Thompson, no good. Off the fingertips of Crank, Harts will get maybe one more shot at it with 15 seconds to go. Thomas Thompson triggering it inbounds under his bucket. We got 15 seconds on the clock. He's going to have to pass it soon. Gets it into Dalton. Guy Compton for 3, no good. And Kevin Hatfield gets the rebound with 11 seconds to go, and then a foul is committed against Thomas Thompson for blocking. That'll be Thomas's 5th personal foul, sending Hatfield to the line with only 8 seconds on the clock. Thomas Thompson, in a gallant effort, fouls out with only 8 seconds. Harts trailing by 10, 66-56. This game ended up about the way I figured it. I thought it would be a defensive struggle with one team winning something in the 60s and the other team in the 50s. I was talking to my wife this morning. I said Burch will probably win by 12 to 15 points, beating Harts 60-something to 50-something. Right now, Harts trails by 10, 66-56, with only 6 seconds to go. Jim Brumfield hits the 3 as the time runs out. Jim Brumfield scored all of Harts' points in the fourth quarter. He hit 17 points in the fourth quarter alone, but that's all the offense the Harts could get in the fourth quarter. Jim ends up with 24 points. Harts comes up on the short end of the stick, but playing a real good Burch Bulldogs ball team, the defending Class A state champions who returned 3 starters, 3 All-Staters from that state championship team. But Harts comes up short. Burch wins it 66-59. Individually in the contest for the Burch Bulldogs, who scored 21 points in the fourth quarter, outscoring Harts 21-17. Billy Irwin, 13. Roger Workman, 13. Walker Cisco, 8. All of his coming in the fourth quarter. Kevin Hatfield, 17 points. Trinity Crank, 12. Aaron Farrell, 2. And Jerry Totten, 1. For the homestanding Harts Lions, Thomas Thompson had 5 points. Sean Watts, 9. Bert Triplett finished with 4. Guy Compton and Ashley Dalton, 3 points each. Sean Watts, 9. I may have already said that. In double figures for Harts, John Keyser with 11, and leading the way, Jim Brumfield with 24 points, 17 of them coming in the fourth quarter. A gallant effort by the Harts Lions, falling just a little bit short as they lose this one by 7. It's Burch 66, Harts 59. Hope you enjoyed watching here on MVP Sports. This is Ronnie McCann for all of the crew tonight, saying so long, and we'll be bringing you 2 games next Sunday afternoon, Harts and Duval, and Harts and Tulsa. Both of those games are played at the Harts Gym. Harts faces Duval on Tuesday night at Harts, and they play Tulsa Friday night at the Harts Gym, the Kyle Garrettson Gym, the home of the mighty Harts High School Lions. This is Ronnie McCann signing off for tonight's contest.